Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You watch my channel, Mr. 14, and I'm back doing a review of MTV CATFISH Season 8, Episode 55, Emma and EJ. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. I'm your first time watching me. I am Mizzle 14. I love to smile. I love to do my commentary. I like to have a good time. But also, I like to be logical about things and everything. So, I appreciate everyone who will be supporting my catfish. It has been one of my number one supported videos on my channel, and I really appreciate continuing going on with this show as long as I can. Right? So if y'all like my content here, hit that subscribe button down below, or you can type in my name, Mr. 14, and also find my social media down, do this ticker down here. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and also share my videos when you get a chance. Let's say, y'all, this episode got me aggravated and got me a little pissed. And not on top of that, another thing that was getting my mind, the Isaiah Rashad thing that's going on Twitter right now. I might do another video, or you see this video about that, how I feel about that. But I might talk about a little bit, tie in what I feel about this one, because it's like people are cruel, and people will do things that is just like it's just like cruel on a sudden. Like back in the days, growing up, I grew up in the 90s and everything was cool. People laid back, people was childhood, people had a good time. It was a family, it was neighborhoods, it was stuff like that. It had people out there, but not to this magnitude. Now with this world of social media technology, people are becoming really monsters. And phones and stuff like that. Leaking videos, sending lewds, all this stuff. What are we doing here? And all because the person who sent it out, who gave their videos out, who gave pictures out, trust the person. But you never think it will go be out there in the world. And now your life is in jeopardy. It's like it's a lot of things, or you life in jeopardy, or you go get judged. It's like that's a certain private moment. So this review might be a little review and rant. So I'm trying not to make this too long and go straight to the point, because it got me agitated. Even before I hit the record button, I was in my tears. I was like, tears coming out. I had to wipe my eyes. I don't know if y'all can see a little puffiness, because I was just thinking about things, and I was getting agitated, and I was getting really annoyed. All right, so we got Emma. Emma's 24 years old. She's a speech pathologist living in New Jersey. She's been started talking to this guy named EJ 6 months. 6 months time span. In Instagram, thought it was cute, hit him on his DMs. They've been talking back and forth, back and forth. Now, through the midst of them talking and everything, right? It was supposed to meet up. They've been talking, they're supposed to meet up. But he stood her up. I guess it was one point that he supposed to meet in New Jersey. He took a flight in New Jersey and everything else like that. She lived in there. She said, cool. Whatever. I guess at that time she gave him a home address, was just crazy. You should have gave him a public place and meet in a public place or something like that. You don't know this guy. But I guess she trusts him enough to get a home address. Said he was outside her house. She come outside, don't even see him. And then he said, oh, sorry, or whatever, I was not there. Not even there. I said, that's crazy. Do all that. Then on the while, she got pissed off, whatever. Then he said he lost his phone for like a week and a half and everything. Somebody else got his phone named Kyle. So basically, during that week and a half, whatever, his phone was lost. She thinking she talking to EJ, whatever. She was talking to Kyle. And then she was pissed off about that. And then he confessing again. Like he keep confessing every time he get in court and get caught up with his thing, his mess, his lies. And then all of a sudden he said, you know what? You haven't been really talking to me like that. You haven't been talking to the guy named Jake all this long time. Now he's saying that Jake was, no, EJ saying that he was a football player in his university, and Jake was in on this and everything, because it was a lot. EJ is saying that he was talking to Kyle, and then all of a sudden he was talking to Jake, and then EJ admitted that it was on this group of guys who was in this thing on the scheme, have a page, and they wanted the page, and they be scamming other people. It was a lot. So you said you got a group of people on this ring thing to scam people. She first thinking she talking to you, and then you say it's Kyle, then you say it's Jake. Like, what's up? What's up with this guy? Like, he was doing way too much. So she getting agitated, getting pissed, and start blocking his numbers and everything. She wanted to move on. And then she was talking to a guy. And every time we try to talk to the guy, he keep interfering, he keep interjecting, and keep putting himself in a situation and coming out of nowhere with different numbers and everything, texting and stopping the flow. So she can't get it on. She like keep becoming very stalkerish all the time. Very stalkerish. And To the point that it was one situation that she had a boyfriend or something like that she was talking to, and EJ would catfish the guy that she was talking to as a woman named Alana Ferreira, and so he could back off and cause a wedge between their relationship. And also, EJ was also as well reached out to Emma's best friend or best good friend, and it said is Emma dead, and then proceeded to send him, the best friend Tyler, Emma's nudes. It also come to find out that not only he was giving Tyler the nudes, he created a fake Emma profile page on Instagram. It was selling her news online. I said, really? This guy is a clearly nutcase. Like, what? Wow. All because she didn't want to talk to you because of your lies? And then confessed that the Jake profile was actually the person who is an actual person in the university. Jake is an actual real person from a university that he took pictures from. And then to make it believable, he was saying that he had a profile, he had like a video from Jake congratulating Emma on her surgery or whatever. No, there was no surgery because she did get a weight loss journey. She was on a health and fitness weight loss journey that she lost 100 pounds. So after she lost 100 pounds, so she didn't feel great, but now she feels great, and it was good that somebody noticed her. So it was happy that someone took attention to her of her newfound happiness, right? So it was a lot. It did a video, and then both Dee and Kamie realized that the video was from a Cameo. I guess there's a website or something called Cameo where people will pay the celebrity artists for like a video for they want them to use. And then I guess they use the videos to send to people. I don't know. It was something I never heard of that thing before. I don't know what it is, but neither Kamie know what it is, and it's something legit, whatever. So to the point that Cameo video, they said, let's look at the video. They saw the website, and they said like it was an Emma message. She didn't realize no message, and she didn't talk about any messages and anything. So basically, this EJ created a freaking fake Emma profile, and then requested the video from Jake so that person could put a comment under the video as Emma. I said, no, this is an elaborate freaking person ever. Like, I mean, no, it was very more detailed people before, because it was a case that I revealed that lady was doing detailed stuff, elaborate stuff, but this is close to it, right? So I was like, oh my gosh. So now all this is happening. All this is going on in a time span of 6 months. Keep coming back, keep harassing her, keep stalking her, selling her news. It just basically got her scared and nervous, like, what's going on? Now, I did read on Twitter that Kamie said that she did went to police, but I guess the police didn't go further and didn't want to investigate further because it was no physical harm. So there's nothing much they could do. But I said, you have to do more with cyberbullying. You know what, social media and technology is very advanced. You don't need physical harm for other people to hurt themselves or off themselves and take themselves out the earth because they feel like nobody is be there and protecting them. They can be cyberbullied, they can be stalking, they get harassed, they get online threats, but you don't take it seriously until something happens to the person. Like, really? Stop the accounts. Check the IP flow. Like, what y'all can't do and everything. So they started an investigation. Yes, I'm going around because I'm not trying to make this too long, but I'm giving you as much details to understand as possible. So, what I'm saying? Oh, they was going on. They checked the phone numbers, right? So she was like, she had to do her investigation herself. She checked the phone number, and it came to a person named Tiana. So when she confronted him about who's Tiana and everything, he said, "Oh, that's my fiance." I said, "Oh my gosh, now fiance." So they checked the phone numbers themselves, neither Kamie, and it came up to a Tiana, legit. They checked the Facebook pictures, Facebook profiles. It was 3 of them, and it all was dead. And I said, that's kind of weird. They checked her Instagram, and it was one that was an old time person. It was a woman, and it had Bible verses, and it's into sports. It could be coincidence. I mean, it's very far fetched to make that link and everything. So, but she did mention that how if she would piss him off, he was sending Bible verses towards her to kind of like condemn her for some reason. When you the one who's doing dirt, like what we doing? So they did all that. So they messaged. See, that's messaged Kyle because then also he was sending up real pictures. Okay, all right, that Jake one, all right, you got me. But here, this is a real me. And they sent a picture of another person, and then she recognized that person named Dan from TikTok. So I said, you like, what is this person's doing? It is really creating a cycle of lies and web, and she can't get out of it because he keep coming back, hitting her up, hitting her up, hitting her up. She cannot escape EJ. So later on, me and Kamie talked to Tyler. And when I talked to Tyler, he said, yes, he reached out to me and tell me and asked me, is Emma is dead? I said, what? Really? Really? He will say that? And then proceed to send him the news. And then after that, Tyler revealed that, yes, he created a fake emo profile and he was sending the news. Now, when EJ reached out to Tyler reached out to Emma, and that's what Emma gave him the breakdown. But when Emma talked to Neva Kamie earlier, she never mentioned that selling her news using a fake profile page of her. She never mentioned that because she was embarrassed. So when they found that out, I said, oh my God, this is even serious than we thought. Like, really? Now he went out to a way to sell the news that she sent him in private because she trusted him. The whole world trusted him. And I would never go blame her. Because at the end of the day, listen, people sending photos of other people in social media, online dating and stuff like that. But you got to be careful. You definitely have to be careful sometimes. Because people will collect pictures and use it to catfish other people. I had that done to me. People using my pictures to catfish other people. It comes to find out the person told me, I had to block that person's profile. Like, and I don't even know celebrities. So why are you using my pictures for? Sure. That child, but you don't have to be a celebrity that people use your pictures. As long as you look decent and everything, I like it. So they couldn't get any hold of Kyle because he never messaged back, and also Jake, they never messaged back. None of them messaged back. So they would say, you know what? They go table this and move on for the next. They go table it. They came back and Emma said she got a text from EJ. Wanted her new number because she blocked her. She was done with him. She blocked him. But she definitely wanted to know who's the bottom of this so she could see what's up. Like, I need to know who was doing this. They blocked him. He asked for a new number. He said, I got something to tell you. I need your new number. I said, why you can't tell her there? You DM and Instagram is private enough, so what you got to tell her right there and there? Sure, you still have access to the Instagram because the reason why she have that open for him to access to her because she said she tried to figure out something. Like, she is leaving it open so she could figure things out to see who this person is. She's not trying to get with him. And I said, what's the whole motive? It's like to be with her. Unless you doing all this just to be with you? Like, really? That's counterproductive in being with someone if you hurting them in the process. So they say, you know what? Send him our number. Neva Kamie said, send him the catfish number. And that way we could get it, we could intercept, and we could trick him into thinking you talking to you, but actually talking to us. So that's what she did. And he sent a text through a person named Alana Ferreira. And she said she recognized the name real quick. She said, Alana? Yeah, that's the person that EJ was catfishing her guy friend that she was talking to as Alana. I said, so why is he talking as Alana or something? Why? Okay. So we gotta get on Zoom. Get on Zoom. He said, oh, I can't right now. I said, no, it's now or never. You don't answer no, because now at that time, he said, reason why, because I asked him to get on Zoom. He said, why Zoom? And they say, listen, I'm trying to get reinforcement. So I got reinforcement to help to try and see what's going on. I need to finally meet you, what's going on, and I need the help. And he said, oh, I can't do right now. No, you got time. Now you want to back out when she said she got reinforcements. No. So he said, okay, fine, I'll do it. Get online. It was EJ. And I'm not going to hold y'all. EJ is a trans man. Yes, it's a trans man. So it's already a hard time for the trans community to get accepted and be wanted by the community. And it's crazy that you, who wants to be accepted so bad for yourself and doing things, will go to the extremes to hurt another person because you're not fully open by yourself. So you want her to accept you and go along with your plan and want to be with you or whatever you're trying to do, what your motive is, but you yourself is doing all these crazy things that doesn't align and help her trying to get to know you and try to be with you, right? Doesn't make any damn sense. Any doggone sense that you would do all of that because you got anger issues. Because that's all the dumb balls to it. Because every time they was asking questions, he was trying to lie, and they knew it was bullshit that he was lying. He was like, oh yeah, she was talking to Jake all this time. Yeah, because Jake was trying to cheat on his girlfriend, so he was using my profile page to text her. I said, what? That don't even make any sense. I was like, oh yeah, I lost my phone, so Kyle was talking to her. I said, that don't make sense. Listen, you lying. Like, what's up? So when they say the phone number you was coming back to Tiana, who's Tiana? They said, that's my dead name. Now, both Neve and Kamie did not pick up that was a trans man. But when that person, EJ, came on, I recognized that person as trans. It looked like I said, it's a woman becoming a man who transitions to man. And it looked, it's like, you know, you could tell the voice was kind of got deeper. It's masculine voice. No, with a journey process, it could be believable that's a man. But looking at it, I said, oh yeah, he's a trans man. So they're not going to use Tiana anymore. So I'm not going to say the name anymore either. They're just going to keep using EJ. But I say, EJ, you doing the most. And I guess because he's doing that, because he had abandonment issues, because, you know, things, you know, the trans community, stuff like that, he might was not accepted. People probably like threw him out, ostracized him, but whatever he needs to do, and isolated him from the family. He had support. He probably was kicked out. He got abandoned. So from months there, I guess any little abandonment issues that he had experienced from Emma, he turned to anger. So he does things out of anger and don't realize that he did these things out of it. That's why he was lying and saying all of a sudden. He said, oh, no, I wasn't sending the nudes. I created a page and I ain't creating a page just sending the nudes. I just sent them. But I said, no, you did all that. You said the news and you were selling it. And when it comes to find out, he was behind the Emma page. He was behind the fake Jake page. And he was behind Alana's page. He was behind all those pages. Catfishing people and doing things. And it sort of lies from abandonment issues. So he does this out of anger and don't realize that he does it. So Kamie had a whole Iyanla Fix My Life session with him. A whole session with him, like breaking it down to him and letting him know, like, you need to talk to somebody professionally. So you won't get to the point that you have to do this time extremes to someone just because you being feeling abandoned. You need to get that self-check before you even trying to date anybody else. Because you go eventually find someone who will be willing to be with you, who open to dating a trans man. But you had to be open and honest in the first place. So you never told Emma you was a trans man in the first place. So you was hiding that and masking that. But now you want her to accept you. So Emma said, no, we done. We can't do that. You're not a bad person, but you just did the horrible decisions and we can't move forward. He said he got to accept that. He needs to learn. He needs to work on himself. And they all hotlines now. They all places that people who could need to talk to. They all shelter. They all programs that trans people could go to get accepted, to get help, to counseling. It's a lot of things for a lot of people in this generation, in this world. The reason why I'm pissed off was like, listen, that sending the news was too much. Like, all of us adults. And so what? You send it to someone. They said, don't send it to no one if you don't get a leak. No, it doesn't matter. You send it to someone because you adult, you trust the person, and you don't have any inclination that a person would do something like that. Now, in this case, it's a catfish. Yes, it's kind of crazy, and it's kind of hard in that this person got her address, said her news. It put her life in danger. Very much in danger. And yes, that story he gave, yes, I understand, but I can't. No. It got me upset because more worried about her. What about you? It's like, yes, you're going through things, and I hope you get your help you need. But to do that to this girl was not necessary. It was not necessary. And on top of the reason why I would say I was tearing up a little bit, the Isaiah Shaw thing about how people say, oh, well, if you don't want your news get leaked, your videos get leaked, you shouldn't send it. So it doesn't matter. He consented to the film, but he didn't consent to get it leaked out. Until he come out and say that he was agree with it, that's understandable. But until then, no, it's potentially outing the person. Like, really? You gonna go to that extreme because you want to out the person, because you want to break the story, break the net, and get everybody to know who he really is and try to cancel him? That you don't do stuff like that. No matter if the person consent or not, you don't do it. Everybody's an adult. You don't think that someone was freaking out you or sending videos out without your consent, whether you filmed yourself or not. And who you send it to, you will not expect it. People are cruel these days. People are cruel, and that's wrong. That's definitely, absolutely effing wrong, and it's getting me mad because at the end of the day, you is destroying people's lives. You don't know what this type of things do to people when you leak their videos out there, and it's supposed to be private. So what? They did it. They consent to the video. They ain't consent to you getting leaked or the photos being sent to you. It's supposed to be in your own eyes only. But then the person selling it out on the internet, selling her news out. Now she got to look at her shoulder left and right. What's going on? Because who can she trust? Now she will have a hard time trusting people. Now she got to work on herself, and she happened to be single, but at the same time, now she's going to have a hard time trusting people. Or because you want to do this nastiness, because you can't be open and honest about yourself, accept yourself, and you have anger issues. So no, it's not cool. It's not right. And I'm not going to blame the person who sending photos out, who sending videos out, because at the end of the day, they're adults. They could do that. But you're not going to do in the person, the receiving end, to betray the person's trust and send it out there because you want to have an agenda yourself. You don't do that. And that got me aggravated. It got me pissed off. Right? But that was MTV Catfish, y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. How the hell I say all that and then I get on smiling? Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.